Graphs of trig functions. Example. Graph y equals 2 cosine x minus 1 on the following coordinate plane over the graph of y equals cosine of x. Label the maximum and minimum points. Then state the domain, range, period, and zeros. So first, we notice that the amplitude has been changed to 2. We're multiplying by a factor of 2 to the y values. So here where I have the point 0, 1, the point becomes 0, 2. This point stays here. Negative 1 multiplies by 2 to become negative 2. 0 stays here. And 1 multiplies by 2 to become 2. Then I am subtracting 1 from all the y values. So each of these y values move down 1 unit. 1 here, down 1 unit here, down 1 unit here, and 1 unit here, and 1 unit here. That's all that has happened to my cosine function. So now I will, with a smooth curve, connect these points. I know it will keep cycling, so I'm going to put arrows to show that. Now we will label the maximum and minimum points. So this maximum point is 0, 1. This maximum point is 2 pi 1. This minimum point is pi negative 3. So it's still at pi, but it was stretched by 2 and then moved down 1. State the domain. Well, this function will continue to cycle forever and ever, so our domain is still all real numbers, or the way they wrote it, negative infinity to infinity. The range, how far down and up, because the range means the y, how far down and up the graph goes. The lowest point the graph goes is negative 3. The highest point the graph goes is 1. So our range goes from negative 3 to 1, inclusive. Notice that we're using a closed bracket because we're including those points. It actually goes all the way there. The period did not change because we did not change the x. We did not stretch it in the x direction at all. So the period is still 2 pi. It takes 2 pi to go one full cycle of the cosine curve. The zeros are where the function crosses the x-axis, here and here. How can we find them exactly, since we can't tell really on this picture, is we're going to set this function to cosine x minus 1 equal to 0 and solve for x. So this makes 2 cosine x equal to 1 when we add 1 to both sides. Dividing by 2, cosine x equals 1/2. This happens at pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. Notice in the graph, it looks like that. That's about pi over 3 in the picture, and that's 5 pi over 3 in the picture. We're going to show that it keeps happening forever and ever, so we can label the zeros as pi over 3 plus 2 pi, because of the period, multiple number of times, comma 0, and the other 0 being 5 pi over 3 plus 2 pi k, comma 0. The 2 pi k meaning we're adding a whole cycle, and the k being any number of times, positive or negative.